Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the Christmas tag. So I actually had never heard of this before. I don't know if this was like ever really a trend or anything people ever really did, but I kind of just looked up because I know there's like boyfriend tag, best friend tag, I think there's Halloween tag. There's like a bunch of different tags, and I was like, I bet there's a Christmas one, and I found it. So I picked a bunch of questions. I'm not answering all of them because some of them I was like, I don't have an answer to that, you know what I mean? So without further ado, let's get into the video. So number one is, what is the best present I've ever received? Okay, this is really, really hard because I think depending on how old I am, I would have different answers. So I feel like younger me would have said Barbie Dream House. Older me for Christmas, like me now, looking at like the last, I don't know, 5 years, or 4 Christmases, I guess, would be, that's really hard. Technically, one year we did get a trip to my grandparents' house and we like flew on a plane and stuff. I think it's probably that, even though I actually don't remember that trip specifically because we've just been there so many times. It's really hard to like differentiate. I don't know that word from each trip. But I do know we got that one year, so I would say probably that. But that's really hard. That's a hard question. Ooh, what's the worst present I've ever received? Oh, I don't know. I'm terrible at this. Okay, actually, we have gotten some repeat gifts, which isn't like terrible, but we never returned them. So now we just have like board games that we already have like stocked we call it, to like give to other people or regift or just like bring to other people's houses. Like one of them we're actually gonna bring it to my grandparents' house and just like leave it there because we like playing it. So we might as well just leave one of our old ones there, or one of our ones we don't open because we already have 2 of them. We have 2 games that are open and then 2 games that are not. We have been gifted this a lot of times and we bought it once before we were gifted it ever. So it's Telestrations, by the way. So funny, so much fun. Buy it for every person you know. It's awesome. Make sure they don't have it first. Number 3 is, as a kid, did a sibling ever receive a present that you wished was for me, like for myself? Okay, yes, but it wasn't for Christmas. And I don't necessarily wish I had that exact item. I just was very jealous. So one year for Easter, we were in New York for Easter with my aunt, visiting her because she lived in New York at the time. And I remember we like woke up on Easter morning. We're like, oh my God, what did the Easter Bunny bring us? We were younger. I was probably like 10. My brother was probably 8. And so my parents got him an iPod and I was so jealous because I had a phone, but it was an iPhone 4 at the time. And like, no. So my parents got him an iPod and we like went out and I held it together. I like was good and like covered up my jealousy, but my dad could kind of notice it at the end. Was like, do you wish you got that? I was like, yeah, it was really sad. And then I think for Christmas or my birthday, I ended up getting a new phone. So all was well, but like I was very jealous because I was like, why did he get that? And yeah, it was like a refurbished iPod. I don't know, but I was jealous for sure. Okay, number 4 is rename a reindeer. Okay. I like Rudolph's name. I like Vixen's name. I like Dasher, Prancer. Comet, I don't like that. Why don't we do Comet? He's probably a boy, but why don't we rename him as... We'll make him a girl and we'll call him Luna. It's still a spacey name. Okay. Number 5 is, what is my favorite thing about Christmas? Family, of course. Of course it's family, food, and actually giving presents is one of my favorite things to do around Christmas time. I love shopping for people. I love wrapping presents. I love seeing people's faces when I give them presents. So those are my top 3 things. But number 1 out of all things is being with family. Number 6 is, when do I start getting excited for Christmas? Okay, this is kind of a taboo topic. Wow, Google. October, for sure. I think October 1st, I'm like, all right, I'm ready for Christmas, even though I think my dad would probably kill me if I put up my tree October 1st. He wouldn't literally. That's a joke for legal reasons. Yeah, that's a joke, but yeah, definitely October 1st. I'm like, all right, Christmas carols, like I'm very excited about Christmas. October 1st, and then November 1st, that like amplifies, and then definitely after Thanksgiving, I'm like full-fledged Christmas mode, expressing it to everyone because people won't be as mad about it. So when do you start getting excited about Christmas? I feel like that's kind of like a taboo topic because people get really heated on this subject, okay? All right. Number, I think 7 is, do I have / use advent calendars? Yes, I do. I have never heard of like this being like a problematic subject. Not saying that because it's on here, it is, but I've never heard of it like being like problematic. So every year, my grandmother sends us like chocolate ones. So we get those every year. And then this year, I actually bought myself a sock advent calendar that is 15 days of socks. So I will be starting that December 10th over on Vlogmas. Shameless self-plug. Go check out Vlogmas. I'm vlogging every single day of December. You can see the chocolates every day and then the socks every day. I pick a movie every day. That's not really an advent calendar, but it's like kind of like an advent calendar, I guess. I basically just wrote down 25 different movies, put them in a little basket, and I pick a movie every day to watch to be festive. Yeah, it's a really fun time over there. So if you want to go check it out, I highly recommend. Vlogging every day has been a really good experience. Don't know if I could keep it up year round, but I've really loved it so far. Number 8 is, recite one line from your favorite Christmas or holiday movie. Okay, Christmas Vacation, all-time favorite movie. It's almost tied with Elf with Will Ferrell. Okay, that's like a little like step down, only because I feel like for me, Christmas Vacation is just like the most iconic. Like I love Christmas Vacation. I have been watching Christmas Vacation probably since I was way too young to be watching it, if you really think about the details of that movie and like the one-liners, but like at the time I didn't understand it, so it didn't really matter, I guess. And it's just it's like an iconic thing in our family. Like my grandparents have always shown it to us, and like it's like my papa's like all-time favorite movie, I think. So here's a really good line that is, we use this like line year round in my house. Why is the carpet wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. So funny. That is the best scene ever. It's so funny. I'm gonna roll that here for you if I can find it, because it's so funny.
And why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
Okay, we're back. I hope you guys have all seen that before, but if you haven't, you need to go watch it. Is it on Netflix? It might be on Netflix. I don't know. But you can buy it. Buy it. It's worth it, guys. Okay. I think this is number like 9. Share a funny Christmas memory. Oh boy. Okay. Technically this isn't a memory, but it's a story that is told every year. So when my dad was a little kid, he would go to his grandmother's house every year on Christmas. I think this was Christmas Eve, I think. And she had this coffee table that was gold. And it's kind of looks like a tray sitting on legs. So she would like fill it with food. And apparently, I never saw this, but when my dad was a kid, she would fill it with food. This is my great-grandmother, his grandmother, my great-grandmother would fill it with food, and he loved and loves shrimp cocktail, like loves it. Especially when he was a kid, apparently it was like #1 thing. I think he was like 6 years old, like young. No one was paying attention to him. And he ate like probably 150 shrimp, like the whole thing. It's really funny. And I feel like it's more funny for our family because we know him, we know his parents, we know our grandmother, we know the place. So I think it's more funny for us than it is like retelling his story. But he ate every single one of them. No one else touched a shrimp. And they all came in and were like, his name's Eric. They were like, Eric, what did you do? Oh God, I kind of wish I could like see that memory because I bet it was hilarious. All right, I think this is number 10. Talk us through a typical Christmas day. So, okay, this is kind of hard because last year was different, but I'll talk you through my past, like our usual Christmas day. Last year was very different, but usually we wake up early and our parents go downstairs and like, they like to say they check everything to make sure it looks good, and my mom gets the camera, they put the coffee on, and then they stand at the bottom of the stairs and we stand upstairs with our grandparents on my mom's side, and then every other year with my mom's sister and her husband, so my aunt and uncle. They don't come every year, they come every other year. So we are like sitting at the top of the stairs like talking, and then they're like, okay, you can come down. We like come down the stairs, they take a million pictures, we like walk in. The Christmas tree that we do Christmas morning at is right there. We like walk in and we always do our stockings first. I don't know why, it's just became a thing. I feel like most people do their stockings first. Santa always puts our stockings on the couch in there. So yeah, and Santa mostly doesn't wrap things for us. He mostly just like puts them out. But now that we're getting older, I feel like he's wrapping more, because here's the thing is like, we don't get Barbie dream houses anymore, or like, what did Max used to get? Like baseball things. I don't know. Like, I don't get Barbie dream houses anymore. I get like AirPods. So he has done more wrapping as we've gotten older and the presents have changed. But yeah, so it's like he moves the coffee table and it's like full of presents and everyone sits around and we all open presents. It's awesome. And then we do that for hours. We have breakfast. My dad makes this signature coffee cake every year. It's so good. It's a family recipe and it's literally delicious. We have breakfast, we have coffee cake, we have coffee, which is very important to me now on Christmas because it's very early and hectic day and you're up late the night before because you're with family. I also just love coffee, so and then we like clean up the room, we put our toys or our presents, now I guess we don't really get toys anymore, but our presents up in our rooms and like organize it, and then we get ready and we go to Christmas Day. So whoever's hosting Christmas Day, we actually I don't think we've ever hosted Christmas Day. Maybe once. We've hosted Christmas Eve quite a few times, but never Christmas Day that I remember. Maybe once. Maybe once. We go to our Christmas Day party with our family and basically are just there for the rest of the day, come home, and we used to just play with our toys more, but now I think we would just, hang with family, or at least I would. I think Max would probably like go play video games with his friends. Call friends, happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yeah, that's our usual Christmas Day. Oh my God, it makes me so excited. I love Christmas. Okay, what is this, number 11? Do we have any Christmas traditions? Well, I guess I just told you a lot of them. The coffee cake. I feel like we have a few food traditions actually. My aunt always makes this delicious fudge. it's so good. So good. So we have two, I guess, food traditions, fudge and coffee cake. And then we always, the cousins, because there's 8 cousins, so it'd be kind of like a lot of money and a lot of energy, which kind of sounds bad, and a lot of time, and mainly I think it's about the money for the adults. But we do Secret Santa with our cousins, so that's a tradition that we have done every year, at least since I was born, because I was the first cousin, I guess. Not like, well, I wasn't the first cousin, but like all the people who are older than me are all siblings. And then it was me. So it was 3 siblings, then me, then my cousin, then my brother, then another cousin, and then another cousin. So I think it probably started when I was born, because I remember it since I was little, and I see pictures of it since I was a baby. So it must have started when I was born. Yeah. So I guess that's a family tradition. I can't think of any that are like specific to us, but I don't know, maybe I'm forgetting some. All right, number 12, and the last one, if I'm even counting this right, is, do we have a real or a fake Christmas tree? Or trees, in our case. We have, drum roll please, 4 fake Christmas trees. Okay, yeah, I'm standing in front of one of them. This is the newest Pride and Joy. She was actually put up today. We have one in there, and then we have one in the family room. I always mix them up, but the one with the TV, we have a Christmas tree in there, and then I have a full-size Christmas tree in my room, and then we have a bunch of little trees. We have like a bunch of little trees on the stairs. We have like a little tree on the landing. I have a little tree in my bathroom, and then I have like a bunch of little trees in my room too. So we have 4 fake full-size trees. All right, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.